That high-stakes court hearing in the legal battle over whether a neutral special master will review seized documents from the FBI raid at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. A federal judge in Florida hearing arguments today from the Justice Department and the former president's legal team. Trump's attorneys say a special master is necessary to ensure an independent review of those documents. Well, the DOJ is arguing that a special master is not needed because investigators have already reviewed the material for potentially privileged records. This is all coming 2 days after a stunning court filing from the department accusing Trump's lawyers of obstructive conduct during efforts to retrieve those classified documents that he was hoarding. ABC's Zohreen Shah and our legal contributor, law professor at American University, Kim Wehle, joining me now. So, Zohreen, let's talk about how this review from a special master would work exactly.
Hey, good afternoon. This is actually pretty interesting. So that special master basically works as a third party. So the court can appoint one if there's sensitive material. And legal experts have said that, this is a procedural step. But it could also make an investigation, go on a lot longer. They would go through all the documents one by one, and then they would start noting if there was anything really privileged or not. But just having one, a lot of experts say it risks the chance of undermining confidence in the Justice Department and the FBI.
So, Kim, do you think we can get a decision from the judge today? He has a lot, or she has a lot to hear.
I think we will get a decision from the judge because the Justice Department, in its responsive filing, said, listen, we don't think there should be a special master, but if you decide to do it, here are the parameters. It should only be on certain kinds of issues. That is, if we've identified privileged, attorney-client privileged material, that needs to maybe be reviewed. If the judge decides that, in the alternative, we'll go along with that. And also says whoever it is needs to have a top secret security clearance. And then Trump's lawyers, in their reply, agreed with that, agreed with the top secret security clearance, agreed with there should be a list of potential people that they would jointly file. Each of them would file options. So I do think it really comes down to the judge is going to decide, do we go in this direction, as lawyers say, in an abundance of caution? That is, I really don't see any need for it, but we're going to do it anyway to sort of satisfy the concerns here. And when I say it's me personally, having read the papers, I don't see a strong need for a special master, but this is really uncharted territory, and a lot of people are watching this, and I don't see a problem, frankly, with having a second set of eyes on this so long as Donald Trump's due process rights are protected. And so far, that's all been done by the book, as far as I can tell.
So, then the question is this just a stall tactic? Is this just more time being wasted away, avoiding pursuing this investigation from the first place? And then you've got the judge who's overseeing the arguments today, Eileen Cannon. She's a Trump appointee, has previously indicated that she was leaning toward appointing a special master. But that was before the Justice Department's scathing motion this week. So do you think that that might make a difference here as this hearing plays out? And clearly, a lot of people, big part of this country, is paying close attention to this.
The fact that it's a Trump appointee, I'm not so sure that makes a tremendous difference. It shouldn't make a difference. Let's be clear. Federal judges are there for life. They are not subject to elections. That's by design. The framers did it that way so that they wouldn't be swayed by politics. Some legal experts have looked at that big DOJ filing and said, listen, they're being so careful here that we might see an indictment. I think that's a bit of a stretch. What I do think, however, is that the Donald Trump's lawyers' filings are so muddled, they're so garbled, they're so filled with errors, frankly, legal errors, factual errors, that there is some clarifying of the record that's needed by the Justice Department. So I think the fact of the length of their filing in part has to do, they're doing the work of both sides because the lawyering so far from the Trump team is so poor that DOJ has to sort of clean that up. Now, Trump does ask for the special master to be able to issue rulings on these things. I don't think that's going to happen. That's going to stay with the federal judge. A special master is not a judge. It's a third party. Also, he wants to be involved in executive privilege determinations. I don't think that's going to happen because Donald Trump's not president. Joe Biden's executive privilege controls executive privilege. I don't think that's going to get him anywhere. If there are legitimate attorney-client privilege documents between Donald Trump and his personal lawyers, that will get protected.
Right. And Trump has come out himself and said that he declassified these documents. However, his lawyers haven't said that in court. Interesting to note that. Now, Zohreen, while we still have you, there's also some movement in the Justice Department's investigation into the January 6th attack at the Capitol. Two former top Trump White House lawyers now expected to appear tomorrow before a federal grand jury. What more are you learning about that?
We're talking about former White House counsel Pat Cipollone and former Deputy White House counsel Pat Philbin. So both of them are expected to be in court on Friday before that federal grand jury. And this shows that there is a major escalation in the Department of Justice's investigation into that January 6th attack. Both men's representative, they haven't commented to us. Neither has the Department of Justice. But look, we know previously from the January 6th committee hearings that Cipollone, he really wanted Trump to do more to calm those rioters on January 6th. Guys.
All right, Zohreen, Kimberly, thank you both so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.